So I was a little parched before. I went straight to the life water.
There you go.
Yeah.
It gave you life.
It did. It did. I'm enjoying this, man. I almost want to have a cheers with you. So tell me your involvement with LifeWater.
So I'm involved in the very first LifeWater commercial. It's going to air during the Super Bowl. First time I've ever been involved in a Super Bowl ad. And I'm excited. They used my song, Love Me Now. And we did a special version for the commercial that kind of celebrates creativity and inspiration. And that's what the brand's all about.
In this day and age, too, when you're involved in commercials, I mean, the pinnacle is being in a Super Bowl commercial, especially for Pepsi.
Well, it's certainly the most expensive ad for the ad buyer. But yeah, I mean, everybody's watching. America's watching. I'll be at the game, so I won't be watching the commercial exactly. But it's pretty cool to be part of something like that.
So you'll be at the game, but not guesting with Lady Gaga.
No, I mean, not yet at least. She hasn't asked me. Who knows? Maybe she's got time to ask me, but I doubt it.
Who are you rooting for?
I haven't decided, honestly. I'm a big football fan, but I grew up in Ohio, and I've always rooted for Cincinnati, and we didn't make the playoffs this year, and we haven't made the Super Bowl in, decades, but, who knows?
Being an NFL fan from Ohio, it's like rooting for funerals.
Yeah. That's why you also have to root for Ohio State, because you get a championship.
That's OH.
Every IO, exactly.
So let's move on to Oscars for a second. You happen to be in the most heavily nominated film of all time.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have 14 nominations for La La Land, and I'm just happy to be part of it. It's such a great film, beautiful execution by Damien of his vision, and man, this has been an exciting few months.
You have an Oscar now.
Yeah.
You have room for more?
I certainly can make room, but I actually wouldn't get a trophy this year because I'm not personally nominated. I'm executive producer on the film, but only the 3 main producers would get a trophy.
What about if it wins Best Picture?
Just the 3 main producers.
Really?
Not even any of the lead actors, anybody would get a trophy for that.
You know what I loved about that too?
The Oscar rules are tight.
Yeah, I see that. You know what I loved about that too is it put you in a different light. Seeing you on bass guitar and everything.
Yeah, I was on guitar, which I learned to simulate playing, not really play that well, but I learned enough to look like I was playing it well. And we had so much fun making the film. It was, the film's about creativity. It's about following your dreams. It's about falling in love and then seeing if your dreams and your love can coincide and work together. It was just fun being part of it.
Have you seen any other films this Oscar season that you think are blowing your mind?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to catch up with everything. I haven't seen all the nominated films, but I loved Fences. I thought Denzel and Viola were incredible in that. I love The Arrival. I'm still catching up on everything. We saw Jackie. We still haven't seen Moonlight, which everyone's telling us is wonderful, but I just got the screener last week, so I'm ready to dive into that too.
I figured you'd have priority access to screeners.
We get all the screeners, but sometimes they come at different times. I have no clue like what the order is for. Like, why do I get some very early in the season? Why do I get some later? But we just got Moonlight. We will watch it soon.
What are your plans leading up to the Super Bowl?
Leading up to the Super Bowl, we're going to the SAG Awards on Sunday. And then leading up to Super Bowl, I'm going to be playing at the one of the commissioners' events on the Friday before the game in Houston. And then that's how I got my tickets. So I'll be going to the game as well.
You're not in the Pepsi box?
Well, we'll talk with them about that. I'm sure they'll let me come by and say hello too.
Is there anything else you want to discuss?
But who else do you want tickets from other than the commissioner of the NFL? I think that's a pretty good place to get
Oh,
tickets.
is that what you said?
Yes.
From Goodell?
Yeah, I'm playing for an event for one that he's hosting.
Wow. Yeah. So those seats are maybe even a little better.
I'm sure they'll be good seats.
What about just while we're on the topic? What about the political climate of the country? I know you and your wife have been very outspoken.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. We're concerned. We're concerned with the rhetoric of the administration leading up to their assuming the office, and then some of the executive actions they've already taken have been worrying. We want a country that's inclusive, that lives up to its promise of being a place where all men and women were created equal, where we all have the right to pursue to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that includes not excluding people because of their religion. And I'm worried about that. I'm worried about women's rights issues. I'm worried about health care and making sure everybody still has insurance coverage and affordable health care. I'm worried about all of those things, and you know, I'm hoping Trump does the right thing. But if he doesn't, then it's the responsibility of the people to speak out, and we'll continue to speak out if we need to.
Is there anything you want to include?
No.
Touched on everything: sports,
Yeah,
politics,
everything.
water.
Exactly.
John,
Thank
thank you.